What is going on, guys? This is Ben here. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys one of the craziest 2v2 clan battle decks in Clash Royale. So this one has the potential to instant win a lot of the times, and if it doesn't instant win, your rocket is here to finish it off. So while this is going to be, I'm going to show you guys the battle deck, what it is, how you play it, and then give you the strats for how this to work. But definitely subscribe to the channel and make sure to like on this video. I will be doing a lot more 2v2 clan battle challenges too in the future, and then a lot more chest openings. So if you guys are excited for that, definitely be subscribed to be notified. But all right, so the battle deck here is an Ice Spirit, a Skeleton Army, a Rocket, Rage, the Zap, and then the Goblin Barrel, and then you follow it off with the Clone and the Mirror. You may be thinking, how does this work? Well, I'm going to show you on the screen right here how this battle deck is pretty much structured, and then I'll explain it. So yes, it's a crappier quality, but this is how it is perfectly in perfect conditions. So you see the Goblin Barrels coming out by both players, so you and your clanmate are going to have to run the same exact battle deck and have good communication, or at least have signs to when you're going to be having all this stuff in hand. Because what you want before you actually throw your first Goblin Barrel in your hand is you want the Goblin Barrel, the Mirror, the Clone Spell, and then the Zap. The Clone Spell, one of each, like maybe you can have the Clone Spell and your clanmate can have the Zap, but what it is, so you both Goblin Barrel, Clone immediate, or Goblin Barrel, Mirror immediately after, and you both do that at the same time. So 4 Goblin Barrels are going. One of you is going to Zap the King Tower, and the other one of you is going to clone the Goblins. Now, yes, this can be easily countered by the enemy if they have a lot of elixir, because they can just drop a bunch of crap back there if they have Zap, arrows, and or the log. But that's why you kind of wait it out and see maybe if they invest a huge push on a lot of elixir. Then you kind of play defense with the skeleton. That's where the rocket can be switched out, same with the rage. The rage you can throw in there, yes, to do a lot more damage as well if you have a, like, if you want, but maybe throwing in the defensive battle deck will make it more you'll see. I'll show you guys 4 times where we did it successfully, but a lot of times we were finishing it off with the rocket. But if you do it correct and the enemy has basically no counters, you basically get the instant win. So I'm gonna show you guys in theory how it should be. So hopefully we get a good opening hand here. We have 2 of the components we need. We have the Clone and the Mirror, and then right up next we have our Goblin Barrel. So if you have a crappier hand, a lot of times it happens too where your Goblin Barrel or a card you need like the Mirror is on the bottom of your battle deck, so you have to cycle quickly. And say this was a real match and someone dropped a bowler like that, I would not be afraid to rocket it. You just have to wait with your teammate until you both get back up to 10 elixir. So then once you're ready, you go for the G Barrel, and then immediately after you drop your Goblin Barrel, you click on your Mirror and click on the same spot. And now I recommend doing the Clone first, because that's the more key component, and then you Zap. Yes, I could have zapped I don't know, the regular tower, and then are we gonna get it? We did not actually kill the tower right there. There's 257 left, but that's easily rocketed. But now I'm gonna reiterate this one more time, guys. Yes, a lot of times people are gonna counter this easily. It's just a fun troll battle deck, and when it works, it's so fun. So now let's get into some real matches with someone from the clan here. I'll give him a little bit of a shout out too, because he was asking for it. So Cool Dude was with me on this. Let's see where it was. Right here. He's like, can I get a shout out from my Instagram? And you might hear the rain. It's pouring, dude. If you hear the rain, I'm sorry, but his Instagram is handsgran, or hands_gran, so definitely check him out. Yeah, I was going with Cool Dude on this, and now let's get you some more matches here. So I will say this, you guys, communication, if you have a voice communication with your other teammate or your partner, it's gonna make it a lot easier. What we had to do was do thumb signs, like the thumbs up was our communication, that we had all of the things that we needed to be able to do the Goblin Barrel. And we were at 10 elixir, so it kind of took a while to get used to it, and it was very hard to coordinate, like, oh, I'm gonna be the one that's zapping and you're gonna be the one that cloning. Now if you have someone over via voice comms, you can definitely make it a lot easier. But see all the Goblin Barrels coming out, and here we actually do the Clone Spell properly, we zap, and we get a ton of damage done. Sadly, we didn't kill him on this one, but rockets can take him out, and you don't even have to worry about their towers at this point, because 2 rockets are going to kill them. So that's how it works. And yes, like I stated though, it's actually quite tricky to coordinate. Like, you have to be on point, just have thumb signs, or easiest way is voice communication. Then we got the rock. I was gonna do this. I can't talk right now. I was gonna do this with Bootramp, but he's actually currently away. So showing you guys it there, and the rockets for the win. Crazy, right? Well, there's 3 other times where this happened. So this one here, we actually both have decent starting hands. I'm pretty much ready. I just would need the clone spell or the zap. You can see he has his Goblin Barrel as well. And he opted to rocket. Oh, he got a lot of value out of that rocket too. That was really awesome. Because the more your opponent drops and pushes, it's better for you because then they have less elixir to counter. It's very crazy. A lot of you are just gonna dislike because it's so troll, but it can work. And I don't know, I definitely encourage you maybe to try it out if you want to see. And it's just a fun way to coordinate with, try and get it to coordinate and work with your clan battle. Yes, we only had 3 Goblin Barrels going out there. I don't think it was 4. But we still are doing, there was a clone spell, still done a crazy amount. You can see why we did so much damage was because they kept pushing our towers and had no elixir to counter. And then now I was like, okay, we either need to rocket this or we need just to zap this. So I was cycling my zap. I don't know why I wasn't saving for the rocket. I think I was on the right-hand side this time, but basically he opted to do the Goblin Barrel, and there, we take it out. So you can see you don't even need all 4 Goblin Barrels going at the same time. 3 can work. It is technically better with 4, but if it's harder to, it was very hard to coordinate because, like I said, we're not on voice calls, but that was another one. And here's another one next. Opening hands for both of us. We do have the mirror and the clone. One of us has the zap, but I don't know which one is which. I think it looks like I'm the one on the left, but I don't think I am. I think I'm one on the right. So we're kind of just waiting, dropping our stuff, rocketing, getting the wizard out of there. So we got some value out of that, and taking down the whatever her name is. I don't even know. The musketeer. There we go. And see how it happens where really both of us had our Goblin Barrels at the bottom of the deck. That's okay, as long as you don't lose in an opening push and you have some decent cards to counter. But now we're pretty much ready. We're just waiting to hit that 10 elixir. I highly recommend you do not do this until either of you or both of your teammates, or you and your teammate, have 10 elixir. Once again, only 3 Goblin Barrels or 3 G Barrels go out, but the Goblins just go ham. The Rage Spell was dropped, and decent amount of damage. It wasn't anything, it wasn't as good as the other ones. The other ones we got below 1,000 at least. But these guys that we're playing against, I don't know. They didn't seem like they really knew what was going on the best, if that makes sense. They weren't solid. I don't know. So they fireball there, and at that point I was like, okay, maybe these guys, they're noobs. I don't know, but right now we're doing the Goblin Barrels. 3 of them once again. I don't know why we haven't got 4 off, but either way, pretty much very close to destroying them once again. And then now we can rocket them. That wasn't an instant win on this one. Still a victory though. Well, let's see if we actually do win. Yeah, we're just waiting for the rocket, and then there we go. So another victory. Last one I'm gonna show you is one that I was doing in a 1v1 normal match. This was before I was just kind of like testing out to see how it even works. Honestly, between our matches, you can see a lot of times, I know I stated this like literally the last clip, that we only got the 3 Goblin Barrels, which I didn't know. I didn't really notice that during the matches. I just see that now after the replays, and it still works. So if he would have kind of waited for his mirror spell too before actually doing it, that would have been 4 Goblin Barrels, and we would have been perfectly fine. Either way here, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of waiting to see what he drops. Yes, it's not as effective as here because you're kind of doing all the work, but 2 Goblin Barrels still go out. You got the clone, the zap, and clone those goblins, and he left the Goblin Barrel to go. So you can see I took it down quite nicely. It was obviously, since 1v1, it's gonna be a lot harder to actually take it down because you can't clone and zap at the same time. And now that I'm thinking about it, we're not zapping properly. We need to zap the King Tower and one of the towers, the regular towers. So try and put your zap in between, like, I can't tap on the screen right now, but between the King Tower and the, you know what I'm talking about, the corner, like where the circle would be, so it stopped both of those towers, so only one of the towers would be shooting. Just thought of that. I don't know why I wasn't doing that during it, but right here, I'm just kind of playing defense, and I know I can just rocket him to death and or use the Goblin Barrels and actually do rage the tower. Oh man, he's going ham. He's out of elixir though, and I'm just kind of saving up, waiting to do another Goblin Barrel push. So he drops the hog. The G Barrel itself, the singular G Barrel, is going out. and it got just enough damage to be able to rock it. And look at this Hog Rider. One more hit and we would have lost. So the cheese worked on that one in our favor. 100%. But guys, let me know what you think of this battle deck. It's pretty crazy, right? Definitely try it out. Let me know if you're switching it up a little bit or some other strategies maybe that are instant wins like this. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you did, and don't forget to subscribe like I stated for those other 2v2 challenges that will be coming in, a lot more chest openings. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.